look at them. So cool and clean they could be fueled with Frappuccino. This is a grey and silver powerbook world of discreet sculpture, subtle Art Deco light fittings and cascading brushed aluminium.
Very nice, really. But Ford has now decided that what we all need is livening up a bit.
This is what they've come up with, the new Focus ST, and you know what? It's the perfect car for modern Britain.
I mean, come on. We're not really a nation of zinc kitchen surfaces and brushed aluminium. We're more a nation of Weatherspoons and Heat Magazine and chlamydia. So it's right that it has a Lotto Lout body kit. It's right that it's as orange as an air hostess. Ford even say that this interior with its red turbo motif was designed to look like a training shoe. And that's right too. Ready! Now this gives us a problem, because normally when we film Top Gear, the cameraman uses filters like this, okay? There's a blue one there, okay? And I've got another one here, which is a graduated grey. Now, filters like this, okay, make cars like that look cool and crisp and modern. For the Ford, however, I think we're going to have to use this one. We call it the Westbrook.
Even in terms of practicality, this car is thoroughly modern and thoroughly British. I mean, if it's stolen, Plod won't need an infrared night vision camera to find it again. And look, that boot's easily big enough for a clean shopping trip.
I do think they've got the name wrong, though. They've called it the Focus ST, which in the language of the ladies' lavatory stands for, sanitary towel. What they should have done is call it the Asbo.
Whatever. I think it's time now to get behind the Stella Artois styling and find out what this car's like to drive.
Under the bonnet, there's a 2.5 litre turbocharged Volvo engine, and the torque it chucks out is immense. Any gear, any revs, any prod on the throttle, and you get a deep bellow and a very, very satisfying surge. Ooh. Is a mother of violence. The power's not bad either. 0 to 60 takes 6.5 seconds, and flat out, you'll be going 150.
Now at this point, some of you are going to think, oh dear, that means it's not as fast as the new Vauxhall Astra VXR.
That's true enough, but the Vauxhall has too much power. It torque steers like an absolute pig, and it's 1,500 quid more expensive than this. If I were given a Vauxhall, I'd love it, I really would. I'd defend it to the hilt. But would I buy one with money? No.
The Asbo is a much better car. It's much more comfortable, and it's much more manageable when you want to have fun.
There is immense grip from the front end, and because it has the same control blade rear suspension as you got in the old Focus, you get lots of lovely lift-off oversteer as well. Way! And flick. Brilliant handling car, I mean, absolutely brilliant. Oh, you can take the car out of Essex.
You love to stir it up. I can hear her purring up.
It's a nice place to sit as well, especially when you bear in mind that I am actually inside one of So Solid Crew's shoes. The seats are especially fab, comfortable and supportive.
It's not even what you'd call a binge drinker, so it'll be as cheap to run as it is to buy. Base model's only 17,500 quid.
Reliability?
Well, all I can say is I've got a Y-Reg Focus at home and it's never gone wrong once. Most dependable car I've ever owned. This one is a bit more complicated. It's got adjustable steering. You can make it heavy or light or normal, and to be honest, that's just something to go wrong. But at least you should be safe. The Asbo has an Mk2 5-star rating and it's good for pedestrians as well. I mean, it's not like they're going to step into the road and say, I never saw it coming. So it really does seem to have all the bases covered. It's cheap, it's safe, it's comfortable, it's practical, and it is truly amazing to drive. And the best thing? It's also available in blue. Even though the track was soaking wet, this thing has so much grip. It was kicking up a back wheel in the corners. It's amazing.
That is incredible, agreed.
Yeah.
But didn't Ford say that they were going to make an RS version of the Focus with, like, even more lager?
Oh, yeah, no, they did. They said there was going to have 300 brake horsepower, it was going to be four-wheel drive, it was going to have Adidas stripes down the side. Yeah.
So what happened to that?
They couldn't be bothered. What they're actually doing is that.
Oh yes, this is the Iosis. It's a Ford concept car, and I know it looks a bit like a coupe, but it is, in fact, a 4-seat, 4-door family saloon. And the important thing is that this, in essence, is the next Ford Mondeo.
Wow! So the Mondeo is going to have gull-wing doors.
Except that it's not going to have gull-wing doors.
And neoprene seats.
Actually, they're not doing the neoprene seats.
Is it going to have the cameras instead of wing mirrors?
Sadly, they're not going to do the cameras instead of wing mirrors, no.
Will it be able to drive on the ceiling like the ST Focus did in that film we just saw?
No.
Right.
Forget all the gadgetry stuff and all the flim-flam. The important thing is that this is what the next Mondeo will look like. And I think it looks fantastic, doesn't it?
It does. It looks like an Aston Martin.
It does look
Thing is, though, that's then, this is now, and it's time to put our tame racing driver in the Focus ST. Some say that his politics are terrifying and that he once punched a horse to the ground. All we know is he's called the Stig. It is very foggy out there today, but you'll note the Stig doesn't have his rear fog lights on because, of course, he's not a blithering idiot. There he is with his Baroque classics. Oh, heavens, why? He's now coming up. Is he coming up? Hang on. Not a tyre squeal round what I think was the first corner there. Right, that's Chicago, I recognise that. He's coming through. Stig, of course, doesn't need to see where he's going. He's more machine than man. He just sees in numbers. Oh, no, wait, he doesn't. He did need to see where he's going. Now he's got to go off down to the hammerhead. Will he remember to brake? Yes, he has. Well done, Stig. Quite greasy out there, it must be said, in the fog. Nice there. Well done, Stiggy. Now, belting up to the follow-through. Where's he gone? Hang on, let's listen. Didn't sound like he lifted there. Hard to say for sure. Coming up now through the tyre wall. That looks quick. He's a very brave Stig today, turning in for what I think is the second last corner and coming up to Gambon with an oversteer going in there and across the line. I've no idea which line that was, but I've got the time here. 1 minute, 34.9. Now, you've got to remember, it's quite a long way down, but the thing is, that was a greasy track. On a dry track, I'm absolutely certain this would be quicker than an Astra VXR and a Golf GTI. It's a very good car. Right, now, we've got to move on.